Real Loud Reviews.
Hello, I'm Mark. I'm here for Real Loud Reviews, and I just wanted to do something a bit different today. I just wanted to have a look at the Hot Toys figures. I've been collecting them for many years, and especially the last year and a half before the Star Wars figures they've been putting out. And mainly today I just wanted to look at there on my left is the figure for Episode 7, Star Wars The Force Awakens of Finn, John Boyega. There was a bit of controversy with him once he was actually released and people had him in hand to what there actually was with the prototype photos that had come out before. And the prototype photos actually generated quite a bit of hype to do with his figure in particular, because the ones building up to him with Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Harrison Ford Han Solo and Chewbacca and Princess Leia, they were all better in hand than the actual prototype photos, and they were getting rave reviews. People thought, wow, these figures just, they're getting to the point they just look like miniature versions now of the actors, like they've just shrunk them down or something, as a friend of mine always sort of says. And that's why there was so much hype. Then John Boyega one looks even better on the prototype photos than any of the others. Look very accurate to how he looks in real life. And then people got him and he looked quite different. He's very different, but we'll have a look at that in more detail up close. That's how he is on my shelf, but I'll get him down now for a closer look. Just comes in the standard sort of shoebox style. There's some artwork on the front there. Inside it has the artwork that a lot of them sort of have. It's alright. I've put up some of the others, but yeah, I'm not putting this one up. It's nothing special. I like the ones where the characters more sort of have the masks and that sort of thing. So inside it just has a few hands to swap over. There's a lightsaber which you can use, and it can light up, and then there's a whole bunch of these other thermal detonators, and they're supposed to just go in a bag that comes with him. So it has the same stand as the rest of the Episode 7 figures that they've released. I'm not really a fan of these stands. It's they're pretty narrow and they're really sort of glossy, and it makes it hard to pose the figure a lot. I mean, this is about as far as you can put the feet apart. He does look different from the prototype photos, but he's nowhere near as bad as what the first sort of photos that came out of people that had him were showing us. The differences are the hairline is more harsh, and even the ears are a slightly different shape at the bottom, but it still definitely looks like John Boyega as Finn more than anything else. And look, it does look a bit sort of meaner than the prototype photos, but it still looks like him. It looks like him more than anything else, or anyone else. I've just showing you next to the Han Solo figure. The neck joint here really stands out on the Finn figure compared to how it is on all the rest of the other figures. Like on this Han Solo, you see they've got the neck joints right up above the hairline, or it's all they're doing sometimes underneath where the clothes are. So it's you know, on most angles you can never see it, but definitely with this figure of Finn, most angles you can always see that the head's just attached to the neck. So it doesn't matter what angle you have the figure of Finn on, you can normally always see the neck joint. They should have done this one right under the t-shirt, or just the way they've done it is, compared to the other figures, it really stands out. Whereas you've got to be looking pretty hard on the Han Solo one to really notice that. It just stands out so much. Look at that. Like off one of the old kids' toys or something. There he is with the lightsaber. I'm not going to put the batteries in and bother turning it on, because I'll probably never display him like that. But it's I've done it for Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, and I'll turn them on sometimes. But if people are coming around, I haven't seen the figures, but it's they don't make it easy to turn them on, and it's very awkward to actually change the batteries anyway. It's not something I can really be bothered with. The other issue with the figure for Finn is that he's not really in scale properly of how he should be. Daisy Ridley is 5'7", 170 centimeters, and John Boyega Finn is 5'9", 175 centimeters. So they look really good as a team and on screen together, because they're basically, you know, he's just a little bit taller than what she was. But Harrison Ford is actually 6'1", 185 centimeters. You can see these figures here, they're standing back to back as much as I can get them to stand back to back, and they're the same height. So he's a lot taller than what he really should be, as of, you know, considering he's supposed to be 1/6 scale. He's $250 US plus shipping. I do have some issues with him, so I'm going to give him a low score, and I'll summarize those again. There's one thing I take seriously, it's my toys, so I'm not joking. The lack of accessories that's really shit good. The stands are absolutely shit house. They're really glossy. They look like cheap, nasty plastic. Even if the toy looks good, the stand makes them look shit. The issues with the neck, I mean, they must be on something at quality control there, or blind. That they've done nothing to conceal that neck joint. They normally do such a great job. On the others, you can't pick where it is. It just stands out so much there. The fact that he's as tall as Harrison Ford, as Han Solo, when I put them back to back, that's absolutely shit. You look at anywhere in the film when they're next to each other, Harrison Ford's a lot taller than him. So they're supposed to be in scale. He's not. The fact that the jacket looks like some piece of shit from the 80s on a Barbie or a Ken doll. It looks like a plastic piece of plastic vinyl sort of thing. You got any light on in the room, it looks, you know, only in the dark, really dark, would this look like a leather jacket. So that looks really nasty. I don't know how they got the t-shirt color wrong. He only wore a black t-shirt in the film. So he's got a grey t-shirt on the figure, so that's not, even the colour of a t-shirt's not accurate. I mean, that's pretty lazy. Yeah? There, that's grey, that's black. I don't know, maybe they're colourblind down there or something. I don't know what's happening. There's also the issue with the pants rubbing so much on the packaging that you can see the knee joints. So that's absolute bullshit. That's crazy. Anyway, I think it's all to do with the quality control, being that they've committed to so many toys. They're doing all the Disney things like Marvel and Star Wars. There's so many Star Wars characters coming up out of the new and the old films. They've committed to also re-releasing all the Star Wars characters. So if you in the past bought a hot toy because you thought it's going to go up in value, or bought extra to sell later on to maybe pay for your collection, you're going to be waiting a long time, because they're committing to overflowing the market now to re-release all the Star Wars figures. So I'd like to just say, fuck you very much, Hot Toys. Fuck you very much for that. So they're devaluing their own toys, really, by doing that. They're not really that collectible if you're just going to re-release them when they've sold out. Within a couple months of them selling out, you just commit to re-releasing them. Yeah, that's not collectible. Now, like I said, that's like the toys you'd get at the toy shop. And for $250 US, 250 plus shipping, that's not a kid's toy price. This really should be, if they're going to do that, just be re-releasing them so quickly, and the quality is going to be so shit. They should be a lot cheaper then, and then you can't complain. But for $250, yeah, you can complain. It should be a lot more close to perfect for that much. So I can only give this toy a 2 out of 10. Yeah, that's right. For that price and all the quality control issues, 2 out of 10. And all my issues none are to do with the head sculpt or the backlash once people got him. They didn't like the head sculpt, but he looked different from the prototype photos. That, for me, was the biggest positive about him. I think the head sculpt is actually the best thing. He does look like John Boyega as Finn. He doesn't look like anyone else. That part is right. I don't have a problem with. But all the other issues with this figure, I just feel like they're just going to fix or on the next toy. So if you buy this one, you're wasting your money. and this one will just be for the cheap bin, and you'll pick it up cheap later on or something. But yeah, so not good Hot Toys, not good.